Philip Stogel. Okay, girls about ready to get going here. Cold afternoon and in and outside the Crookston Sports Center. It'll be Cassie Solheim facing off with Rael Redford. Black with yellow and white trim is what Fort Francis is wearing. Pirates in their whites. And it's at center ice. Slapping at it is Carrie Clausen. Pirates, well, they do keep it in. Here in that high slot is Field. She takes a shot. It flips over, goes wide left. Pass back to the point. Reese Swanson a shot right on, and Madison Bliss makes the save. 26 seconds we've played, and Fort Francis is making a quick change. Pirates not. Face off to the left of Madison Bliss. Solheim taking the draw with Farrington. It's back at the point. Reese Swanson. Reese kicks it along the boards, but it's out to center and back in the Pirate zone. Here's McCoy going after it. Takes a backhander, goes up high and wide of the Pirate net. Out to center ice. Field there. Grabbed by the Pirates Tall. She tried to go to, well, she does get it to Solheim back in their own zone though. Cassie's spinning, she spins around again, goes in front of her own net, comes out. Touch pass up to Tall. She went to Field, but she's going off on a line change. Now Coleman's battling there. The puck's laying at neutral zone area. Addie Fee, tough pass to Emma LaPlante. Goes to Fee, pass to Nelson. Here's Morgan Nelson quickly in the Fort Francis right circle. A shot goes up high and wide. Coming in the other side and keeping it in is Bailey. And the Pirates, it's flipped, does get outside the zone. Right back in by Morgan Nelson and kept in by Coleman. Coleman now goes for the net. Now she comes back to the point to Nelson. Morgan, a shot up high and wide. Here's Bailey. Bailey looking behind the net. Fee comes out in front, try to get it in the slot area to LaPlante. Now the Pirates back and working with the puck is Nelson. Goes to Fee in the right circle, goes across to Bailey off the mark. Ashlyn goes, dumps it in the corner. Pirates keep control of it in the offensive zone. Here's Coleman. From behind comes around, tries to stuff it. Bliss there, make that pad save. And the Pirates, Bailey keeps it in. Hops over Fee's stick. It's behind the Fort Francis net. Fee goes after in the corner, takes it away. Comes for the net, taken down. And we got a penalty coming up on Fort Francis. Here's Tull trying to center it, but it's off a skate. And the first penalty of the game will go on 17 for hooking. .238 mark. It'll be on Alum for hooking. Crookston on the man advantage here. They have one power play on the season. Here, and Reese Swanson, who has it, carries it in the zone. The defenseman tries to go for the net. She's knocked off the play, picks up the puck. She's in the right circle, goes behind the net to Coleman. Comes across Field. Field has it, circles back at the circle, a shot right on, stick save, rebound comes out to Fort Francis. They'll backhand it in the Crookston zone. Back is Bailey. Bailey, long pass up, nobody there, and that'll be icing on the Pirates. Well, you don't like an icing on a power play, but that's what happened. Crookston will change up the second unit out It'll be Tall, Fee, and LaPlante's going to take the draw. To the left side of Pirate goaltender Campbell Friggy. Coming away with the puck is Fee. She'll backhand a pass up for Tall. Tall will catch up with it in the Fort Francis zone. Stops. Right circle. Goes for the front of the net. Fee was there battling with two Muskies, but back to the point. It's kept in by the Pirates. Back. Here's a shot. Cassie Solheim right on. Rebound. Tall sends it back to the point to Solheim. Cassie can't keep it in. They'll have to come back out. Cassie going back in her own zone. Now pass up to Tall and Brecken. Headman pass up for Pirates, and they were LaPlante. Emma was offside. Crookston will come back out with their first power play unit. Brent Stoliker's the linesman. Crookston, he'll drop the puck, and Coleman left it there. Swanson picks it up, walks up the slot area. Her shot's deflected by a defenseman, and it's cleared by Fort Francis. 25 seconds to go on the power play. Back is Bailey. Up, tipped over to Coleman. Brindley sends it in the zone. Back defensively is Bliss. That's Marley Bliss. The puck comes out in front. Here's a shot right on. Pad save by Madison Bliss. Crookston still with it. To the right side of the net. Fort Francis back on full strength. Bailey, right circle, a shot right on. Rebound comes out to Cross. She dumps it down. No icing as Bailey touched the puck. Both teams at full strength. 12 minutes to go in the first period. 6 shots on net for Crookston to none for Fort Francis thus far. Here's Coleman trying to go back, picked off by Evans trying to come up, but she's knocked off the play by Bailey. Here's Swanson knocking it in the Fort Francis zone, going after it. She's back behind the net, try to get it to Tall, intercepted by Fort Francis, and here's a pass way off the mark. It'll be icing on the Muskies. The face-off will be back in their zone. Crookston will bring out Seaver, Fisher, and first time skating in a game this year, Parker Strand, the sophomore from Mayville, North Dakota. Here's Seaver with it, Jenna. The captains for the Pirates, back to Morgan Nelson, couldn't get the shot away. And Fort Francis has the puck. Try to break out, lose it, back in, right on net. And a save by Madison Bliss, and she'll cover, and we'll face it off to the left side of the junior goalie for Fort Francis. Sort of Boston Bruins uniform. Here's Fort Francis has. Shot taken, knocked down. Fee had it, but slapped away by Fort Francis. Swanson goes back at her own blue line. Comes up to Connolly, lost the puck. And Fort Francis carries it in the Crookston zone. That's Sinclair. Lost it, and the Pirates are coming back again. This is Connolly. She's dragged down. Puck bounces back to the point, kept in by Swanson. Fort Francis again with it, comes out to center ice. Here's Kaylee Clausen, sends it back in the Crookston zone. Here's a puck stolen by Connolly. Connolly going for the net, tried to circle around, knocked off the play. Good defensive play by Gertster. And Fort Francis sends it down ice again. Won't go far enough for icing, so Swanson will have to play, or they wave off icing. It went far enough. Here's Swanson trying to move out, lost the puck, almost in front, but Bailey is there to get it. Ashland coming in the zone, has that speed, around one defenseman, a shot right on. Saved by Bliss, the goaltender. Comes back to field near the blue line, leaves it there. Skating in was the Pirates' Tall. Now it's Tall, back behind the net. Tall looking, turns, right circle, shot on, and Bliss makes the save. Her 9th save of the game, the first period. 9-0 shots favor Crookston. No score in the game, though. Solheim, Tall, and Field out there. Draw one by Fort Francis, but the defenseman going for the puck falls down and gets back up and fighting for the puck that was cross. Shot right on, saved by Bliss. Kept in the point by Tall, comes outside the blue line, carried in by Solheim, and it's offside in Crookston. So the Pirates will send out Conley with LaPlante and Fee. And Swanson and Clausen defensively. Pirates win the draw. Clausen with it right. The red line got it to Fee. Coming against two defensemen. Lets a shot go and shot it right into the goalie. She didn't want to try to get fancy and pick a spot that time. And sometimes coming 1-on-2, you just don't have, got to make your mind up. Here's the puck. Pirates get it. Fee tries to go for the net. Slapped away to Clausen. Clausen poked it, and Kaylee goes after it. Now Fee battling in the corner with a couple muskies, and they send it out of the zone. Right back is Reese Swanson. Reese trying to circle around. Right honors Mossbeck. Now Swanson comes over to Fee. She comes up to Conley. Couldn't catch the pass off, bounced off her stick. Swanson trailing. She's in the zone, knocks it in the Fort Francis zone. Now Fort Francis looking to carry it out. Keeping it in is Clausen to Fee. Fee circles around. She's tripped up. And Addie Fee draws the second penalty. She forced a tripping penalty. Going off is Ophelia Lucas Enberg for tripping, 8:26 mark. Pirates power play. Conley taking the draw, the left side of the net, controlled by Fort Francis. Lost it. Well, they're still battling for it. Now it's knocked. Bounces back to the blue line, kept in by Bailey. Dumps it off to the corner. There is Calder. She gets it out. And it's off Morgan Nelson's stick and back in the zone, Pirate zone. Nelson back there. Come out to center off the skate of Field. And again, Fort Francis will dump it out. Pirates send it up the boards, and they ice the puck. Second time the Pirates have iced it on a power play. So now out comes Tall, LaPlante, and Fee. Solheim on defense on this power play. Here's the shot, goes wide of the Pirate net. Picked up by LaPlante. She hustles out to center ice area. It pops up in the air. Fee trying to carry it in. She and LaPlante are running into each other. Comes out to Clausen. She goes across to Solheim. And she's in there, a weak shot, or partially blocked. Now the Fort Francis, they have it, and the puck is flipped up and out of play. Well, the Pirates doing everything but scoring here. It had two power plays. Here's the puck. Fee in the Fort Francis zone, backhands it in. LaPlante will go after it, gets there first, tied up now behind the net, sent along the far boards, and Fort Francis gets it out to center ice. Clausen back at her blue line, tips it up for Tall. Tall comes to Fee. Fee in the zone now, cuts over to the middle, lets a shot go, and off the goalie, I think, got a piece of it off the glass. Now Tall to Fee behind the net. Try to get it LaPlante. Fee in front of backhander, and before the Pirates could get a rebound, it was covered up by Bliss. 9 seconds to go on the power play. Lucas Enberg has 9 seconds to serve on her tripping. Puck control by Crookston. Walking in now from the point, a shot and a glove save off Ashlyn Bailey's shot by Madison Bliss. (13-0) shots on goal. Crookston with no score. Bliss playing strong. Called an unfair drop of the puck, kicking Connolly out of the circle. So the Pirates field steps in. She has it. Now centers it. Nobody there. The Pirate defensemen were splitting, and it's could be a breakaway, and it's
I believe it's too many men, Frank.
oh. So Fort Francis, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so they have too many men on the ice penalty. 6 on the ice, so another penalty on Fort Francis. Too many persons on the ice for Fort Francis. Here's the puck drop. Swanson had it blocked. Now Morgan Nelson flips it in, goes wide. Swanson behind, oh no, this is Field behind the Fort Francis net, coming around, trying to stuff it is Conley, saved by Bliss. Out the other side, the Pirates pass, picked off by Fort Francis, and out to center ice is McCoy. Courtney McCoy going. Pirates speed shown by Bailey. She takes it away. Now we got a penalty coming up on Crookston, I think, for the first penalty of the game of the Pirates. That'll be a trip. It'll be Conley going off. So 3 in a row by Fort Francis. Now the Pirates take one. The teams are both short, so it's 4-on-4 hockey here. Puck back in the Fort Francis zone. Fee goes back for it, and in the corner with 2 Fort Francis. Gets it back to Tull. On the point is Swanson. Swanson carries it in, comes back to the blue line. Now she turns around, tried to dump it to Fee, but picked off by Fort Francis. They can't clear it out. Nice job by Swanson to keep it in. And Fort Francis now. Partner catch, Sinclair to Cross, comes out, now kept in by Fee again. Knocked down by Cross, out to center, tried a headman pass, but knocked away from Piper Cross. And the puck is iced down by the Pirates. And they'll bring the face-off back in the Crookston zone with 38 seconds to go in the Fort Francis penalty. Minute 10 to go in the Pirate penalty. Here's the Pirates. Solheim flips it down in the Fort Francis zone, goes after it, but winning the race to that one. And coming out and passing it up is Redford, too far. Pirates have it. Crookston taken away. Cross, Piper Cross, and Solheim battle. Now it's the Pirates with it. Coming in as Field. She had it knocked away, but trailing was Bailey. Bailey in the zone, trying to knocked off but it goes to Solheim, casting the right circle. Solheim, as Fort Francis comes at full strength now for 30 seconds. Here's Solheim in front. Field couldn't get it. Bailey does, and we got a penalty for interference in front. And it's going to be Taylor Field going off for interference. The Pirates will be 2 men short for 24 seconds. Face off in the Crookston zone to the right side of Campbell Friggy. Here's Crookston. They can't get it out. It's in front, tipped away. Clausen now with it. She fans on it. Fort Francis has it in the Crookston zone, back at the point. They walk in. Calder a shot. Gloved by Campbell, trying to get back in the net. She did. First shot on goal for Fort Francis. Here the Pirates get one back. Conley's on the ice. Now Swanson battles in her own zone. Try to get it by. Puck is down, and we have, I'm going to call another penalty. Crookston, Reese Swanson going off for checking. Crookston, 2 men down here, 5-on-3 power play for a minute 25 for Fort Francis. 14-2 shots on goal now. Here is Calder from the point, drops it to the right side of the Pirate net to Farrington. Farrington comes to the side, tried to go back to the point, but it was just off the mark. Calder couldn't reach it, and it's all the way back in the Crookston Fort Francis zone. Pirates have Tall and 2 defensemen, Bailey and Nelson, out on the 5-on-3 power play. Fort Francis trying to get that first goal with the 2-man advantage here. Here's Bailey, flips it in the near corner, but Fort Francis has it. And along the boards is Farrington. Leaves the puck for Bliss, Marley Bliss. Left it on the point to Gertzner. Now Gertzner in the corner tried to center it. Bailey picked off the pass, but flipped it up the near boards and didn't get out. McCoy with it. Centers it right in front. A backhander shot right on the rebound. Just wide to the right side as Campbell made a great save. Now Fort Francis, another shot on net. And finally the Pirates able to clear the puck. Out as Pirates will change up. Here comes the Muskies as Pirates get one player back. Fee knocked it away, still at center. Puck to Cassie Solheim at her own blue line. She comes up ice now. Solheim in the zone. She's tripped up. Got a penalty coming up on Redford. But she went down on Cassie Solheim and flipped her right around. I'm going to call it here. They're going to talk it over. Just a tripping. Tripping call on McQuaker. So 5-on-4 yet. Puck's dropped in the Crookston zone. Here's Field at her own blue line. Lost the puck though. Bliss sends it back to the Crookston zone. Swanson's on the ice. Pirates in a power play here for the rest of the period, unless they score. Here's Swanson at the blue line. Over to Field. Taylor Field drops it back in the slot, and Swanson's shot deflected off a stick out of play. Referee over talking to Bliss a little bit there. Goaltender for Fort Francis. Crookston will bring out, who they have out here now? LaPlante, Fee, no. Puck drop. Here's Solheim walking in on the backhander, stopped by Bliss. Puck sent along the boards. Trying to keep it in is Nelson. She does. Over to Bailey. Here's a shot by Solheim, or sent it through the crease area. Now here comes Fort Francis to center ice. Showing some pretty good speed is Farrington. Sends it toward the Crookston net. That's a little floater up to Friggy, who makes the glove save. 59 seconds to go. Crookston behind their net. Come up to Conley. Conley and Swanson run into each other. Conley trying to pick up the puck. She does. Keeps it in the zone. Back to Morgan Nelson. Her slap shot goes wide. Comes out the other side. There's Reese Swanson. Behind. Field can't get it or skate to knock it down. Fort Francis tries to send it up along the boards, but not out here. Right in front of backhander by Reese Swanson. Nice pad save by Bliss again. Now it's Field circling around. 14 seconds to go in the period. Back at the point. This is Bailey. Takes a shot. Knocked out. Rebound. Oh, and Conley had a wide open net, but the puck bounced right off over her stick. Here's a shot from the point. Bliss makes another save. Boy, that was some period for Madison Bliss, the junior goaltender for Fort Francis. Pirates had 14 shots on goal before they registered a shot on goal. Fort Francis, and their shots on goal came pretty much when the Pirates were shorthanded 5-on-3. Crookston had their chances as well, but all ends in naught. A lot of penalties, 4 on Fort Francis, 3 on Crookston, but nobody scored after one period of play. It's Crookston nothing, Fort Francis nothing. We'll be back, take a look at those first period stats and more at the Crookston Sports Center. Here we have Pirate Girls Hockey on KROX.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Harvest is more than the act of reaping what you've sown. It's the culmination of months of hard effort, along with a few weeks of working 24/7 to bring the crop in. At Sesvanderhof, we're continuously working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature, so that you can end each harvest on a high note. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sesvanderhof, a passion that grows.
Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs offers child-centered, family-focused services in a community-based setting. The program provides health, nutrition, dental, mental health, family services, and parent engagement opportunities. Available for income-eligible children birth to 5 years old, as well as children with special needs, at-risk children, and families and pregnant women. Tri-Valley Head Start Child and Family Programs has centers in East Grand Forks, Grafton, Ada, and Crookston. For more information, visit tvoc.org.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care.
Riverview Health is pleased to welcome Dr. Vanita Parikh to their team. Dr. Parikh is an experienced interventional pain management physician specializing in effective treatment options to increase functionality and comfort for daily living. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595. Dr. Parikh has seen patients in both the Crookston and East Grand Forks clinics.
Riverview Health.
With the fall season right around the corner, Grove Mechanical in Crookston is ready to prepare you for winter. They suggest having your heating system serviced regularly to keep things running smoothly. A skilled technician will clean and service your heating equipment to ensure safe and efficient operation. It's never too early to get ready for the upcoming winter season. Before the cold sets in, call Grove Mechanical today, your hometown heating and cooling professionals. Give them a call, 218-281-3863, or visit their website, grovemech.com.
You can make a sweet life right here in the Red River Valley with a career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Our shift schedule offers 14 days off per month, which gives you time for family, friends, the great outdoors, and everything else you enjoy about small town living. Entry-level positions are available, and pay starts around $18 per hour. Apply today at crystalsugar.com and share in our sweet success.
As you can see, is 0-0 if you're watching on our video stream on KROX. If you're listening on the radio and you're getting home, I'm not a technical guy, but at home, I can sit in my chair, my recliner, and I'll go to apps on my TV, APP, go to apps, and then go down to YouTube and look, hit YouTube, and then look for KROX and Crookston versus Fort Francis. You'll be able to watch the game on your TV or watch it on your computer, whatever is handy, or your phone if you're driving and things like that. Or just right here on KROX radio, and we're live streaming it on the radio as well. So a lot of ways for you to pick up the game. We have no scoring. We settled nothing in the first 17 minutes. Not from lack of trying. Crookston was 0 for 3 on the power play, and Fort Francis was 0 for 2 on the power play. Crookston had the first 14 shots on goal in the game, and then Fort Francis got their first shot on goal with 4:15 to go in the period when they were on a 5-on-3 power play. Actually, they got 4 of their shots on that 5-on-3 power play during that sequence there. Then they got one later. There was a good chance at a semi-breakaway, and Friggy came up with a nice save. But Madison Bliss, pretty much the story of that first period. She's the junior goaltender for Fort Francis, coach's daughter. And Madison, 18 saves in the game. Some tough ones. She was screen parts, doing a good job of screening in front, parking at the sides, but just not able to put it by Bliss here. So keep putting on the pressure sooner or later. If you keep doing that, something's going to happen, you would think. As we said, in the period, 4 penalties on Fort Francis. And the last one was on McQuaker. She still has 2 seconds to serve on that when we start the second penalty. So officially, Pirates will start the second period on a 2-second power play. So 18-5 shots on goal, 18 saves for Bliss, the Fort Francis goalie, and Friggy of the Pirates. She had the 5 saves. You're saying Friggy, it's not a familiar name in Crookston. Well, Campbell Friggy is a sophomore. She grew up in Grand Forks, played boys hockey for a while, and then she played girls hockey. And then she wanted to come to Crookston. She thought about maybe going to Sacred Heart with the new co-op with Crookston, Sacred Heart, Mayville, Portland, Hatton. But then her family decided that'd be too much driving for her, so the Friggy family moved to Crookston. So they live in Crookston. Campbell goes to school at CHS, so that's her story, and she's a good-looking sophomore defense goaltender. Other new names, Taylor Field for the Pirates. She's a freshman, and she does go to Sacred Heart. And Field is a freshman, as I said, and she comes to Crookston via the co-op agreement Crookston has with Sacred Heart High School. So that's Taylor Field. I think her family's originally from Stephen Argyle, up in that way. Farmers up there. We have Brindley Coleman, the junior center, a lot of speed. Brindley is back from last year, but she is from Hatton, North Dakota. And then we have Parker Strand and her younger sister, Peyton Strand. The two Strands are from Mayville. And they're come over here on the co-op. The rest are Crookston born and bred young ladies, and they haven't been able to score that first period, as has not Fort Francis. Pirates' next games will be at Thief River Falls at the Ralph Engelstead Arena, and that'll be that Thanksgiving holiday classic they always hold at the Ralph. The Pirates will play the day after Thanksgiving. That's the 25th, I think, Friday. The 25th, and the Pirates will play West Fargo United. That'll be a 5 o'clock game. We'll have the game on KROX at 4:30. And then Saturday, they'll have a 10 o'clock game in the morning. 10 o'clock, they take on Northfield, is the other team in there. And both those teams flip-flop and play Thief River Falls as well. So the Pirates play at 5 on Friday, early evening, and then 10 o'clock bright and early on Saturday morning. We'll have both of them on KROX. That's the next game is for the Pirates. Fort Francis, I'm not sure. I forgot to ask them what their next schedule is. Fort Francis, I'm not sure if I have it here. Thought I did, but could mention who they've played. Well, I got it from the coach, but of course, no can find. But they've played a lot of Canadian teams. 7-2 last night. Kira Farrington and Tegan Mosbeck scored the 2 goals against East Grand Forks last night. Other action going on today. A couple good football games. We'll have one of them on KROX. The Minnesota Golden Gophers 7-3 on the season. Big Ten action. Host Iowa, who's 6-4. It's a 3 o'clock game at the bank, and we'll join the pregame of that Gopher game after our postgame show here. Also, the University of North Dakota play at North Dakota State. Sioux and Bison play at 2:30 at the Fargo Dome. Then we'll have Minnesota Wild hockey tonight. They host Carolina. Wild trying to get things straight here, and they'll start at 7. We'll have 6:45 pregame on KROX. There's other girls hockey today. Orono's at Warroad. Thief River Falls at International Falls. Buffalo at Moorhead, and Bemidji at Sartell. They're playing women's basketball out at UMC. It started at 1 o'clock, or it starts at 1. It's Michigan Tech at UMC at 1 o'clock. Crookston Pirates dance team, they're at Brainerd for first of the season invitational today, going on now. High school football semifinals at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. I don't have the scores, but Deer River and Springfield, they played at 9. And Minneota in Class A is playing Fillmore Central right now. Dilworth, Glen, and Felton from Section 8-3A. The Rebels are playing Fairmont at 2 o'clock. And at 4:30, it's Class 3A, Watertown Mayor against New London Spicer. And then Class 5A at 7 tonight, Rogers takes on Mankato West. Also college football and other games, playoffs this afternoon. NCAA Division II. Winona State's at Bemidji State, and Wayne State, Nebraska is at Minnesota State Mankato. Division III playoffs in NCAA. University of Northwestern St. Paul's at St. John's. That started at noon. And Bethel University of St. Paul's at Wheaton College of Illinois started at noon. And the Timberwolves are at Philadelphia tonight at 6:30. That's all that's going on. We're about ready to start this second period of play. No score. Shots 18-5 favor Crookston. I can tell you, or remember, Fort Francis went down to Blaine or Lakefield area, and they played scrimmages. They had 3 scrimmages. One was against Lakeville North. It was a very good hockey team. I think they lost 10-0. They lost all 3. I don't know if Shakopee was one, but they lost all 3. He put them down as losses, but I told him that really scrimmages don't count either way. So there's a drop of the puck to start the period, and Clausen got it to the Fort Francis blue line. Both teams at full strength now. Bliss pass up to Farrington. She knocked it back to the Crookston blue line. Swanson there, but knocked away. And here comes Redford in, a shot on. And Friggy makes the save for Crookston. Here's Tall, up to Field. Field got great speed, tries to walk around the defenseman, is knocked away. And Redford has it. Redford out to center, taken back in by Field though. Here's Taylor Field. Crookston on the far boards. Taylor bumped in the corner by Sinclair. They're still behind the Fort Francis net. Played a minute of the second period. Conley battling there. The puck comes out to center ice. Fee comes off the bench, takes it away, turns around, goes the other way. Fee coming with Conley, puts it between the defenseman's legs, crosses legs, but Fee put it too far and it drifted up to the goaltender who slapped her glove on there. Face off to the left of the junior goaltender for Fort Francis. Conley wins the draw, back to Bailey. Goes to, well, here's the Pirates. Fee has it. Fee behind the net, turns around, looks in front, gets it to LaPlante. Emma battles in the corner behind the net. She goes to Conley. Conley sends it in the far corner. That's McCoy. And McCoy comes out for Fort Francis. Around Nelson, back in her own zone. Bailey over to get the puck. She's tied up behind her own net. Kicks the puck in the corner, goes after it, bounces a pass to Fee. Headmanned it up to LaPlante through her skates, and back comes Fort Francis. They'll dump it in. It's Bailey. Ashland pass off the stick of LaPlante. And back in their own zone is Fort Francis. Pirates changing as play goes on. It's up the board by the Pirates, but unable to get it out was Field. It's sent back in the Crookston zone. That's Bailey back for it. Ashland Bailey, a freshman for Crookston. Stops. Now looks up ice. Somebody needs somebody to get open here. She'll send up the boards to Tall. Brecken Tall tied up along the boards. Now digging out the puck to Solheim. Here comes Cassie Solheim. Catching up his Field. Solheim in the zone. They have 4 people backed as Fort Francis. Solheim shot. That's tipped up over the Fort Francis net. Now back in her own corner is Redford. Now she'll send it on the boards, and this will be an icing call on the Muskies. 13:56 to go in our second period. No score. Was it Cassie Solheim's birthday? I heard it's Solheim's birthday. Here's Fee to Conley behind the Muskies net. Comes back to Swanson on the point. She'll dump it in. Conley going racing for it. Brinley Coleman drops it to Fee. Fee along the board. She's taken down. And the Muskies get it to center. Here's it could be a 3-on-1 going against Swanson. Here's a shot right on, saved by Campbell, and she squeezes it with her pads and gets the whistle and the face-off. Well, that turned into an odd man rush. 3-on-1, they shot it, and Friggy made the save. More importantly, didn't give up a rebound with all those Muskies in the zone. This is Redford on the draw, taken by the Pirates, right out to center. Here comes Tull. Tull with Field, over to Field, and the pass is just behind her. On the Pirate, 2-on-1. Here back at the point, Bailey keeps it in, and Fort Francis had it. Tull takes it away. Reckon Tull, far corner. Goes back behind the net. It's off the skates of Field, right back to Tull. Up to Field, back to Tull in the corner, backhands it toward the Fort Francis net. Sent behind, in front, a backhander on, and Bliss makes the save. Field had a weak backhander on, but Bliss on the save and the rebound as well. Well, Fort Francis has had a lot of trouble scoring, and they're trying to figure that out, but defensively they've been playing pretty good and getting great goaltending. Pirates with the puck. Puck comes outside the zone. Morgan Nelson goes back with it, turns around. She's in the Fort Francis zone. Morgan Nelson going for the net, shovels it toward the net. It goes wide. And Crookston trying to keep control here, trying to go for the net, and unable to with Solheim. Now it's controlled by Crookston. Solheim digs it out. She goes back to the far point. Walking right in is Nelson, a shot, and that's off the side of the net, or tipped away by the goaltender Bliss. Now along the near boards. Back trying to get it out is Fort Francis. They do. And they get it by Bailey. Ashlyn back at her own blue line. She's on the move now. She's in the Fort Francis zone, cuts the middle, lets a shot go right into a defenseman. Fort Francis with it, tries to get it out. They do to center ice. Fee there sends it, she passed herself off the boards, knocked away by Fort Francis. Clausen back, comes up to center to Conley. Tips it up to LaPlante. Emma back to Conley. Conley to Fee, a shot, right on, a great save by Bliss. Fee the rebound. Fee another shot, and that's up high and wide. Here in front of Conley, just missed the slap shot in an open net. Pirates passing good here, but just can't buy a goal. Here's Fee coming, looks in front, a shot, they score! Fee, a perfect pass to Reese Swanson, who finally beat the goaltender, Bliss, and the Pirates take a 1-0 lead. That's Reese Swanson. Reese gets her 5th goal of the season, leads the team in that department at the 5:55 mark. Great passing, and it did end up in a Pirate goal. It's almost like they're on the power play that time. They weren't. Here comes Fort Francis in the Crookston zone. Swanson from Fee on the goal. And a 1-0 Pirate lead, more importantly. Pirates scored 15 goals in their first 2 games and get one on the board here in the second period. Fort Francis tips at the Crookston blue line. That's picked off, coming in the zone with it. Right goes circling behind the net, back to the point. Here trying to go for the net was Cassie Solheim, had it knocked away. And Morgan Nelson has it now. She goes for the net. Shot, and that's off the glove of the goaltender, Bliss. Now the Muskies get it off the board out to center. And it's Farrington. There's Solheim. Cassie Solheim pass. It's tipped. Goes all the way back in the Fort Francis zone. They wave off icing. Now the Muskies pass over to Marley Bliss on the right side. Back in the corner. Lucas Enberg. Back to the point. Pirates keep it in. That's Morgan Nelson. A shot gloved by Madison Bliss. Her 21st save of the game. 22-7 shots favor Crookston, 1-0. Goal favors Crookston. Solheim facing off with Redford. And up the boards, and Solheim keeps it in. This is Cassie. Drops it there, going for the net is Field, tipped away, kept in by Nelson. Nice job there by Morgan. Here are the Pirates trying to get it in front. Field looks now, comes back to the near point. That's Bailey. In the right circle, shot on, saved by Bliss off her glove. Puck behind the Fort Francis net. Up the boards, back to the point. It's Nelson. Keeps it in. Solheim backhanded right to Nelson. Nelson keeping it in. This time it's outside the zone. And Bailey has to wait. Her teammates get on side, and she dumps it in. Fort Francis back for the puck. Up this near side, Tankway. And to Redford, and she backhands it in. They're going to call icing. Icing is a close one, but Brent Stahlecker said no, they were icing. She did it, dumped it in on this side of the red line. Face off to the left of Madison Bliss. Coleman on the draw, takes it to the near boards. Now left it there, spinning around is LaPlante. LaPlante looking, goes to Fee behind the net. Addie Fee from behind, centers it. Here's Swanson again, a shot, knocked down by the defenseman. Now she leaves it for Fee. Fee coming in front, a shot, and that's off the glove of the goaltender, Bliss. Now it's Swanson pinching in, knocks it behind. Fee there, leaves it back for Swanson, but Fort Francis can't get it out. Kept in by Clausen. Now it's Fort Francis. It's it by Clausen, and coming down is Evans. Now Evans, a shot right on, stick save, or maybe the pad by the goaltender. Fee carried it out, knocked away from her, back trying to get it out. They do. Now it's Conley. Conley battling along the boards, poked away. Clausen goes back in her own zone, too far. Swanson will have to track it down. She does. Bounces back to the Fort Francis blue line. There's Cross. She sends it in, another icing. Fort Francis, 2 icings. All they had to do was skate another stride, and it would not have been icing. Face off back in the Fort Francis zone. 7:35 to go. Second period of play. Crookston leading 1-0. A Draft Sports Bar and Grill scoreboard update for you. That's about all we have. Here's early game. Fort Francis behind their own net, trying to come away with it. Was Calder, could not. It's back at the far point. Nelson keeps it in. Field dumps it deeper in the corner. Taylor Field stops, looks, close in pass to Solheim. Cassie leaves it. There it's centered. Solheim there. Rebound, they scored! Brecken Tall. She got a juicy one. The rebound, Cassie Solheim shot, and right to Brecken Tall, who knocked it in. Her first goal of the season to go along with 6 assists. She has 7 points, leads the Pirates in that department. Their first goal. So Tall from Solheim, and there probably will be another one. Field could maybe get in there as well. They drop the puck. Crookston does in the Fort Francis zone. It is tall from Solheim and Field at 9:52. 2-0. Crookston has the lead here in the second period. Puck knocked away from the Pirates out to center. Race for it, trying to cut to the middle was Farrington, and knocked away by Crookston. Fee at her own blue line gets it up to LaPlante. Emma LaPlante cuts to the middle with it. Tough pass for Connolly. Brindley will track it down, comes back to the point. Nobody was over here. And it's picked up by Farrington. She's in the zone. Farrington in there with McCoy. Now drops it back in that slot. Here's a shot knocked away by the Pirates. Now out comes LaPlante. LaPlante drops it in. Pirates going off on a line change. All of them are going off. Here's Fort Francis. Didn't really take advantage of it. Clausen keeps it in. Now it's in the corner Strand. This is Parker Strand. Receiver and Fisher. Grace Fisher has the puck. Centers, tried to center it, knocked away. Good opportunity there for the Pirates, just didn't quite work. We got a penalty coming up on Crookston here. That was away from the play. Checking on Jenna Seaver. 11:20 mark of the second period. So Jenna, a little too much body on that. It gets the checking penalty. No checking in girls hockey. You can do a lot of stuff. Some would say there is checking. But here on the power play, back at the point, a shot right into Fee. It's caught up in her paraphernalia there. And then out at center ice, Calder sent it back in the Crookston zone. Now they dump it down, back Fort Francis. Fee after it. But the defenseman, Gertzner, is there. Gertzner looks in the right boards. Puck picked off. Coming in is Clausen. A shot right on rebound. Tall there. Couldn't get it by. The puck right in front. And nobody was there for the Pirates. It's all the way back in the Crookston zone. It'll be icing on Fort Francis. A great job of penalty killing there. And Katie Clausen pinched up and had it point blank on the goalie, but Madison Bliss has been tough. 5 minutes to go in the second period. 2-0 Crookston. Solheim faces off. Puck drop. Bailey keeps it behind the net. Lucas Enberg there sends it to center. Waiting is Nelson. Field got onside and Morgan drops it in. Pirates skating shorthanded for another minute here. Bailey goes back in her own zone. Behind her net, stops. Looks out the right side, nobody there. Spins around. Comes out the left side. Couldn't get it to Solheim. Now she does. Solheim will take it behind the Pirate net by one. Looks to get away from another one. Now the Pirates really bottled up here. And trying to get it down and out. They can't. Kept in by Fort Francis. Now it's tipped away by Field. Here's Field coming on a breakaway. She, on the backhander, scores! Taylor Field. And the Pirates score a shorthanded goal. And they take a 3-0 lead. Third shorthanded goal of the season for Crookston. And for Taylor Field, her second goal of the season. Not sure on the assists in that one. Unassisted goal. That was a breakaway, but she didn't score on the breakaway. She scored on a breakaway rebound. Puck control by Fort Francis in the Crookston zone. Shot on net by Marley Bliss, and it was gloved by goaltender Friggy. 3-0 Crookston. As I said, that was a shorthanded goal by Field. Crookston in their own zone. Swanson as Seaver steps on the ice now. Puck controlled by Fort Francis. Redford She's had it in that slot area. Now at the backhander, right on, save, and cleared away. Fee has it now, coming against 3 Fort Francis players. Tips a pass up to herself in the right circle. Comes to the middle, Fee with it, a backhander on. And they're stepping on the puck, and finally it's loose and sent along the boards. Crookston back in their own zone. 3 minutes to go in the second period. 3-0 Pirates. 30-10 shots on goal. Here's Crookston with it again. Cassie Solheim coming with field. Solheim, the right side, and she's taken down. We got a penalty coming up on Fort Francis. Field with it. Comes back to the point. Here's Bailey. Bailey a shot, and that hits a Fort Francis player. Here it's sent behind the net. Pirates have an extra attacker out there. Pirates have 6 players out there. So this is going to be too many men. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Penalty on Fort Francis. Tripping. There was not an extra person out there. Here's the Pirates from the side field. Put it in front, but Conley, I think, knocked it in after the whistle. Penalty tripping was on Farrington. Conley takes the draw to the left of the Fort Francis goal. Brent Stoliker has got to drop the puck. Conley out of the field in to take the draw now. Gets it. Here's Swanson, a shot right on the referee. One of the referees went down. Or he caught a blade or something and went down. It looks like he's okay. Face off again to the left of the Fort Francis goal. Off the drop, Conley goes down. The puck's still in that circle. And the Pirates will have to go back as Fort Francis ices the puck. Bridgie leaves it behind her net. Nelson comes out with it. Looks over for Bailey, a little too far. Kept in by Fort Francis. Now Nelson will try the left side. Here's Field. Pass off the mark, but getting it in is Swanson anyway. Now Field after it. She's tied up in the right side. Swanson has the puck. Swanson right in that slot area. Here's a shot saved by Bliss and banked back in the zone, Crookston zone. Then they change, or some change. Here comes Conley, and it's offside on the Pirates. 57 seconds to go on the power play. Pirates have scored 3 goals in this second period. Swanson a pass from Fee, and Swanson buried it. Reckentall on a rebound off Cassie Solheim's shot. And Taylor Field on a breakaway ended up getting stopped, but then got the rebound and put it in. So I'm not sure what they're waiting for here. But they don't have the penalties off the clock. Okay, 52 seconds. Here, Crookston Tall in the zone. Tall back to the point to Solheim. Solheim looks knocked down by Fort Francis. Fee will keep it in. Back at the blue line comes to Solheim. Cassie right at the top lets it go right on. Pad save by Bliss. Now behind the Fort Francis net. The Muskies try to get it out. They do off Solheim's stick. Cassie back for it to Tall. Brecken Tall comes to Fee. Fee will come to the right side now. She's in the zone. Fee try to get through one. Tall trailing, has the puck back to Cassie Solheim. And here's Solheim. Comes over, they drop it, goes past the net. Fee digs it out, looks in front. Here's Emma LaPlante. Rebound, they score! Brecken Tall on the second rebound. And the Pirates are finally getting in front. This comes at the 16:32 mark. First power play goal for Crookston. And Brecken Tall's second goal of the game. The assist will go to LaPlante and Fee. And the second rebound. Said Clausen. I missed right. Here's Fisher in front. Grace a shot. And the defenseman got her stick on that. Back Crookston. 2 seconds to go, and that'll be it of the second period. The Pirates score 4 times to take a 4-0 lead over Fort Francis. And the Pirates didn't score till about the 6-minute mark, and then they scored with 28 seconds to go in the period, and a couple in between those two. Brecken Tall 2, Swanson 1, and Field has 1. 4-0 Crookston. Well, better they feel going into the locker room, knowing they can score. Madison Bliss has really played well, and not much you can do about the rebounds. 3 of them were just juicy rebounds, and the breakaway by Field. We'll be back, take a look at the stats and all that coming up. We're at the Crookston Sports Center. You're watching and listening to Crookston Pirate Girls Hockey against Fort Francis, with Crookston leading 4-0 here on KROX.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Crookston Valley Cooperative would like to thank area growers for their patronage this year and wish you all a safe and prosperous harvest. Since 1979, Crookston Valley Cooperative has been your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering on the products and service that you've come to expect. For all your fall fertilizer needs, stop by or call Sean at 281-1178. Crookston Valley Cooperative, here to keep you growing.
This is my farm.
Don't come out here and tell me what I need.
I need solutions that work and market options that are worth my time.
Small town support that sees the bigger picture.
A global network that empowers us. A co-op that's there for us every day.
This is Judy Hulst, Administrator at Villa St. Vincent in the Summit Apartments. Over the years, we have seized the opportunity to make changes and improve the services we offer. Healthcare has taken on a very distinct evolution, focusing on post-acute short stay and return to home. It is our privilege to continue to serve our community with a continuum of care ranging from assisted living, memory care, post-acute short stay, and extended care. We are so grateful for the support of Crookston and the surrounding communities. In this season of reflection, please know how very proud Villa St. Vincent and the Summit Apartments are to serve our community.
From early morning to the last thing before bed, light powers your day. And every time you turn on a light, it's a chance to save. Choose LED bulbs. You'll use 75% less energy, and because they last so long, you may never have to change them again. Whether it's bright light for the bathroom or a soft, warm touch in the family room, LEDs do it all. See how Otter Tail Power Company can help you save at otpco.com/LED. LED lighting, the smart way to light your life.
Society, winning has come to mean everything. If winning comes at the expense of good sportsmanship, everyone loses. Nothing is gained in the long run. Good sportsmanship is the result of a disciplined effort to respect yourself, your opponents, and contest officials. Remember, good sports are winners no matter the score. This reminder is brought to you by the Minnesota State High School League.
Well, Jen Nelson just won the Chuck-a-Puck. Gets half the pot. The rest of the pot goes to girls hockey. A lot of the youth kids usually are throwing that. Oh, must be having games today or things like that. We have a 4-0 score. The Crookston Pirates are leading Fort Francis Muskies. First meeting between these two schools in girls hockey. Nobody scored in the first period. The Pirates put 18 shots on goal and couldn't solve Madison Bliss. But finally, at the 5:55 mark, Annie Fee was in the offensive zone and came out. She was behind the net, came out to the right side, and Reese Swanson was right there. She sent a nice pass to Reese, and Swanson quickly one-timed it past goaltender Bliss. So Swanson for Reese, that's her 5th goal of the season from Fee. At 5:55, it was 1-0 Crookston. Pirates scored again at 9:52. And this was Brecken Tull getting her first goal of the season to go along with 6 assists. Brecken, and had another juicy rebound there. And this one was Cassie Solheim, worked the puck just hard out from the right, behind the net to the left side of the goal. She worked it in front, got a shot on, nice strong shot. And the rebound just bounced right to Brecken Tull, who just put it in the open net. Brecken's first of the season from Solheim and Field. As we said, at 9:52, it was 2-0 Crookston. Then we started the penalties again. Pirates took one for checking Jenna Seaver. And Pirates were able to skate that one off. As a matter of fact, they scored. A shorthanded goal. And I believe it's their 3rd of the season. I'll double check here. Yeah, they had 2 at Wahpeton. Swanson and Fee had shorthanded goals. And here, this one was Taylor Field, the freshman. And Field has tremendous speed. She actually picked the puck from her own end and then she was off. She had a defenseman to beat. She was able to turn away from her. Got a shot on. Bliss made the save, but the rebound was laying in front, and Field was able to get over there and drop it in. Field unassisted on the breakaway, shorthanded at 12:56. And then the Pirates did score a power play goal to end the period. 28 seconds to go in the period. Farrington was off for tripping. The Pirates worked hard in the offensive zone again. Had the person advantage. Fee got the puck to Kaylee Clausen. Clausen got a shot on. And the save made by Bliss, but then that rebound went to Brecken Tull, and Tull again was right there to put it in the open net. Being in the right spot is part of the game as well, and Brecken Tull did it fine that time. Her 2nd goal of the season, 2nd goal of the game, and that was a power play at 16:32, and Crookston leads 4-0 after 2 periods of play. Saves 13 for Madison Bliss, Fort Francis. She has 31 saves through 2 periods of play. And Campbell Friggy, Crookston, she had 5 saves in each period. She has a total of 10. Crookston has outshot Fort Francis 35-10 through 2 periods. 1 penalty apiece on the 2. The Pirates took advantage, shorthanded goal when they were shorthanded. They had a power play goal when they were on the power play. So the Pirates are 1 for 4 on the power play and 0 for 3 now, Fort Francis. So there's your scoring. Again, no JV game. Pirates haven't had a JV game yet. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Thief River Falls, that's right. First game of the season, the JV lost a 1-goal game. I think it was 4-3 to Thief River. And they will get, I believe the JV plays Friday and Saturday at Thief River as well, so they'll get some action in. So then as we get more into the season, the Pirates will get some more. Pirates are coming up. They go to Blaine for a Friday night game, 1 only, and come back. And then they got Warroad in the Warroad tournament. Pirates are in the Warroad Classic or whatever, and Pirates the first, I can't remember this exactly now. I think the Pirates play Lakeville North, maybe. Well, anyway, I'll tell you the 3 teams they play. They play the number 1 team in the state, Class A, the defending state champion, Warroad, the 3rd day. So Warroad at Crookston, Warroad number 1 in the state. And then they'll play the number 2 team in the state, Class A, Proctor Hermantown. So, and then Lakeville North. So that's quite the schedule for the Pirates as they got in that Warroad tournament. Only problem is they play Warroad twice and both times on their rink. It's a little 1 too many trips to Warroad. But that's coming up, so other games as well. You can find their schedules, all the Pirate schedules on our website. That's almost back to normal. Having problems with it again. They've been working hard on it, but not hard enough. So the Pirates, they play West Fargo United in Northfield next week. And then a week from Tuesday, they're at Fergus Falls. Then they go to Blaine, Minnesota to play Blaine. They're at Warroad. Then they go up to the International Falls trip. They'll play Rock Ridge. That's Virginia, Eveleth, Gilbert. Rock Ridge on a Friday and International Falls on a Saturday. Then they're at Bemidji. So the Pirates, after Bemidji, December 13th, the Pirates will have 1 home game, 9 away games in the first 10. It'll be a little more balanced the rest of the time. They have Detroit Lakes, East Side here twice. Thief River Falls here. Gentry Academy comes here. It's going to be a tough one. Bemidji's playing well to start off. They'll be here. East Grand Forks here again. Then they end the season at home with Roseau. So Pirates a little better schedule. They should probably be able to get an even better one next year as they'll know what they want. And all these girls, most of their girls will be seniors next year. A lot of, how many seniors will the Pirates have next year? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seniors. I guess that's all. 5 very good seniors, though. Solheim, Tall, Coleman, and then Swanson, Reese Swanson. That's the 5. So they want to beef up that schedule for next year, particularly. Could be their best team they might have. I'm not sure if there's any help coming from below, but they sure don't need much. But Well, it took them a period, but they scored 4 in the second, did Crookston. They lead 4-0 after 2 periods of play. And girls hockey, any scores? So anyway, that's we'll take a break here. We'll be back. Scoreboard update for Grass Sports Bar and Grill, 4-0 Crookston. After 2 periods of play, you're listening to Pirate Girls Hockey on KROX. Resurfaced, and we're expecting the 2 teams to come out here shortly. Doesn't take much to freeze the ice today, I don't think. Does feel a little cooler in here, but it's not certainly comfortable to watch. Pirate boys hockey, they opened practice on Monday, last Monday. Pirates are up at Warroad scrimmaging in boys hockey. Girls basketball was at East Grand Forks scrimmaging. Next week, both boys and girls basketball will be scrimmaging. So everybody, as of Monday, everybody will be practicing, getting ready to open up their seasons. Girls hockey is much earlier than the rest, so they can fit the state tournaments all in that window in March or end of February, March. Well, let's see what Coach Meyer has up her sleeve for this third period. We have Gopher football coming up after our post-game show here. Minnesota and Iowa for the Floyd of Rosedale. The Pig. They're going to have, Gophers are going to have 30-year-old men playing older than the NFL. That Autumn Bell, the tight end, he's coming back for his 7th year. Best 7 years I've ever had. Here we go. Pirates in the white going to our left. Fort Francis in their black and gold. They have the draw, but passing off the mark. Back is Bliss, taken away by Solheim, but Cassie couldn't connect as well. Pirates are offside. The puck comes out to center. And here Fort Francis, we've got a checking call coming up. Checking on Piper Cross, just 24 seconds into the period. Crookston on another power play. Puck shot from the point goes wide. Here's Fee in front. Try to get it to, or that wasn't Fee, that was Swanson. Try to get it in front. Nobody could grab it, and the puck's in all the way back in the Crookston zone. Here's Fort Francis at center ice, has it. Gertzner dumps it back. Behind her net is Bailey. Pass ends up on Field stick. Field at the blue line. She's in, trying to go up the slot area, knocked away, goes back behind the net, does drag the puck over. Slipped a shot over the stick. Now it's sent back in the Crookston zone by Fort Francis. Pirates back, pass up, Conley. She'll dump it in. It's behind. Swanson goes back for it. She'll send it to Bailey. There's a puck kept in by Fee. It's right in front there. Now it's bouncing around, comes back to Nelson. Morgan will slap one. That goes wide. Back to the other point, Bailey. Bailey looks. Now she'll leave it for Nelson. Nelson shot. That's up high over the net. Tall back to Bailey. Bailey, slap shot by Nelson, goes wide. Fee after it in the corner, comes away with it, goes right in the sliders. A shot right on Bliss, the pad save. Now it's Tall. Behind, Fee will pick it up. Fee goes back to Nelson. She'll let pass go to Tall. Tall a shot on and saved by Bliss. Brecken looking for the hat trick there, and Bliss was, no, not this time. Still 6 seconds to go in the power play. Emma LaPlante will face off here with Fee and Tall. Puck goes to Fee. She has two muskies on her. They tie her up, and with the puck back to LaPlante, it's bounced in. Fee trying to tip it, hit the pad. Pad saved by Bliss. Back again to the point to Clausen. Goes over, a high shot by Solheim. Up and wide. And the Muskies can't get it out. Kept in by Tall. Over to Fee. Fee, bad angle shot there and had it partially blocked. There's Redford, and she got it out. What they call a hand pass. On Crookston, it'll come all, face off will come all the way back in their zone. 39-10 shots. Crookston leads 4-0. Third period. Seaver taking the draw in her own zone. Goes over to Bailey. Bailey looking to carry it up. Does get it out to center. Bailey turns the one defenseman on her backhander. Saved by Bliss. Bailey gets it back. Tried to get it over to Strand. She does to Fisher. Goes wide. Now Strand behind. Parker trying to get it in front. Can't do it, but Fisher's over there. Seaver back to Nelson. Has it knocked away. Here comes, it's the speed of Bailey taking away any movement. Here's another referee goes down. I don't know if he's got a bad blade or something. Same guy, you think. Here's center ice Seaver. Jenna Seaver being bumped off and puck knocked back to the blue line where Nelson is there. Here comes Morgan, beats the defenseman, comes in, a shot right into Bliss. Morgan was all by herself. She had to pick a spot, she did, but gloved by the goalie. Face off to the right of the goaltender. Solheim will take the draw. Comes back to Swanson. Swanson now dumps it for Field. Spanked off in the far corner, but picked up by the Pirates. They battle in the corner. And it was Kaylee Solheim, the defenseman, playing in there. Now the puck back out neutral zone area. Controlled by Solheim. Pass up to Field, knocked away. Solheim has it back. It goes to Tall. Her shot right on. Saved by Bliss. Now Field battles. Field, corner to Solheim, puts it toward the net. It's gloved by Madison Bliss. Both teams will change. Conley out with LaPlante and Fee. Clausen and Swanson on defense. Here's Fee behind the net. Looks out in front, and that just missed the pass to LaPlante, or Conley rather. It's all the way back in the Crookston zone. Here goes Swanson. She stopped, but right on top of her is Marley Bliss. Kept in by Fort Francis. Now Clausen banks it up to Fee. Fee in her own zone, flips it up over the stick of Conley. Won't be far enough for icing. Cross will have to play it. She does, left wing. It's outside the zone. Tipped away to Swanson. She goes to Fee. Fee will hit it in now. Fee, she comes up the slot on her backhand, goes to the forehand, has the net open, goaltender down, couldn't get it on. Net. Fee taken down. The Muskies clear the puck out of the zone. Now it's sent back in the Crookston zone. Patty Fee tags up. And here's Nelson. Morgan Nelson in. Nelson behind, stops, looks. Grace Fisher is in front, looking for her again. Here's Nelson. There's Fisher, a shot right on, saved by Bliss. Nice pass by Morgan Nelson, but Fisher couldn't beat Bliss either. Face off in the Fort Francis zone. On the draw, Seaver wins the draw. Jenna picks it up in the corner. She centers it, nobody there for the Pirates on the stick of McCoy. And she lost it, but goes to Farrington. Farrington in the Crookston zone, right circle, takes a shot, goes back behind the net of Fort Francis, and out the Pirates come. Seaver sends it back in the Fort Francis zone. Muskies trying to play it, knocked away from them. Now it's back to the point. Clausen keeps it in. Goes back behind. Now it's Fort Francis with the puck. Tipped up the left side. Pinching in is Ava Martin. Ava Martin out there with the younger Strand, Peyton Strand, tall freshman. And the other wing is Karina Longoria, offside of the Pirates. 9 minutes, 45 seconds to go. In the game, Crookston leading 4-0. Puck dropped. Ava Martin got it in the Fort Francis zone. Now it's Peyton Strand in that high slot area. Couldn't get the shot away. Picked up by Swanson. Reese turns around, goes to the forehand, tipped wide of the net. Now Fort Francis sends it up the boards. Clausen knocks it back in, but now Fort Francis has it. Could be a 2-on-1. Coming with it is Bliss. Sends it over to Cross. Back to the Pirates. This is Swanson. Sends it up to Longoria. Here comes Karina at the Fort Francis blue line. She's knocked off the play, and they send it in deep and change up. Here, Fort Francis trying to get it out. Comes up and sent in the zone by Bailey, and there's an icing call on Fort Francis. .8:43 to go in the game, 4-0 Crookston. Face off Fort Francis zone. Solheim can't get the face off. Blair Cross did, and the Muskies trying to get it out of their zone, put it up into their own player's box. Solheim facing off with Farrington. It's controlled by Fort Francis. Blair Cross sends it down. No icing, they say. There's pass by Bailey, intercepted by Fort Francis. Looking, coming to the net. We got a penalty coming up on Bailey. That'll be checking on Ashland. And that'll be 2 minutes. So Crookston shorthanded here. Conley and Fee out on the penalty kill here. Puck back to the point. Conley knocks it down, got it over to Fee, back to Conley. Pirates coming a 2-on-1, could be. Conley drops it to Fee, but off her stick. And Fee's taken hard in the boards. And two players are hurt, and we got a stoppage of play here. Fee is down, and looked like she might have re-injured her hip, maybe. Well, Addie up to her knees now, and Stacy Olson looking to talk, and Dr. Canton's coming out. And I guess they told him to, well, now he's coming. Let's take a break. We'll be back. It's 7:57 to go in the game. 4-0 Crookston has the lead. They'll be on the power play when we come back.
You're watching Crookston on the KROX live stream. It's brought to you in part by Riverview Health, American Crystal Sugar Company, CHS Egg Services, Christian Brothers Ford, Bremer Bank, Grove Mechanical, Crookston Eye Clinic and Foston Eye Clinic, Crookston Valley Co-op, Hugo's Family Marketplace, United Valley Bank, the Benedictine Living Community, Villa St. Vincent, Ottertail Power Company, Crookston School District, Cess Vanderhoff, Andy Omen State Farm, the City of Crookston, and Tri-Valley Head Start, all bringing you Crookston Pirate activities on the KROX live stream.
Patty feeds in. If you're watching, you can see that she's being helped off by Stacy Olson and Dr. Canton. She went down, looked like her back or something, or hip or what she was holding. She's going off gingerly there. She's a tough gal. She must be really dinged up there. Face-off will be outside the Crookston blue line. Pirates still on that power play for 1:38. Here, trying to get into the zone was Field. Now she has to back up or it would have been offside, so Fort Francis gets the puck. And Cross sent it back in the Crookston zone where Solheim now bounces a pass up to Field, knocked away outside the zone. And here is Lucas Enberg knocks it in. Now Solheim will try to come out again with it. Solheim pass up for Field, too far. Back for it is Lucas Enberg. Taken away by Tull. She looked for somebody to center it to. Nobody was there. It was off a skate back in the corner. Now Marley Bliss. Bliss comes out. Coach's daughter sends it right wing and knocked in the zone by Redford. Now Crookston looks out. Here's Solheim. She gets it up and dumps it in, and the Pirates will change on the go. Crookston still short-handed here. Coming in is Solheim, drops it to Field. Field centers it, nobody there. Conley goes back for it, comes back in. Brinley Conley behind the Fort Francis net, she's taken down. And there's a shot from the point, doesn't get there by Clausen. Bailey's back out, so the Pirates are at full strength now. And it's out at center ice. Sent back in. Fort Francis, 6 minutes to go in the game. Crookston leads 4-0. Puck controlled by Fort Francis. Now comes back out. Muskie's at center. That's McCoy. And the Hatfields are coming out too. Here's Crookston. Field. She's trying to get around the defenseman and taking her as Tanquay pretty good, but here's Coleman, a shot. She came out, hit the shoulder, maybe the blocker of Bliss. Crookston keeps it in, keeps the pressure on. Here's Solheim. Solheim lost the puck, and the Pirates come out now. At center. It's knocked away, and with it is Field. She lost it. Puck is a hot potato now. Here's Reese Swanson, one-on-one. She's in the right circle, muscles her way to the net. She's taken down. Could have just a hooking call. I thought you maybe could call a penalty shot on that, but going off in the hooking is Tanquay. .12:05. So Crookston gets a power play. Face-off will be to the right of Bliss. Top of the puck. Field has it. She's leaves it for Conley. Tough pass there and picked off by Fort Francis all the way back in the zone. Now it's center ice, dumped in by Fort Francis. Here comes Bailey, weaving her way in the zone. A shot on, pad saved by Bliss. Crookston with it. This is Field. A lot of circling here by the Pirates, and there's a high shot and glove by Bliss. Bliss has played a good game in goal, but Pirates have made her look pretty good too. Some shots are up high where she can get vision of him. Here's Swanson, does a good job of keeping the puck in the zone to Morgan Nelson. Her shot flex right on. And goaltender Bliss, I got some pushing and shoving in front. Nothing comes of that. Fort Francis tried to get it out, kept in by Nelson. Slapper and a screen, but knocked down in front. Here's Conley trying to stuff one, and Bliss made the save there, and Fort Francis sends it back. Crookston, Nelson back for it. She'll work her way up, then banks it up the boards. Nobody there, and sent back by Fort Francis. This time Bailey will go behind the net. Comes up to Field. Field at the blue line. Now it's sent across. Here's a shot right on, saved by Bliss. Got her pad on it. It's bounced out to center. Nelson pass off the mark. Swanson will pick it up. Swanson over. Goaltender Bliss covers it up. And we'll have a face-off. To the left of Bliss again. LaPlante on the draw. Comes back. Now it's Fisher. Fisher in front, nobody there. And now it's sent past, hits the linesman, so Pirates able to get back in there quickly, but Fort Francis has the puck, can't get it out. It's behind the Fort Francis net. Back there is Cross, and she lost her footing. Now she gets the puck and can't get it out, though. Here's Solheim. Cassie, high slot, comes over to Clausen. Clausen will just dump it in. Here's Tall. Tall. Nobody picks up the puck for Fort Francis, so Solheim does. Crashes the net. Here's Tall, a shot over the net. Off the glass. Penalty is over. Both teams at full strength. Here's Clausen. And the puck is knocked away back in the Crookston zone. Breckentall goes back for it. And it's icing on, it's saved by, not a save, but just going out and grabbing the puck. Minute 56 to go in the game. Addie Fee, she must be done for the afternoon. Dr. Canton has her in that weight room off between the locker rooms down below here. And she hasn't come out back of that one. Dr. Canton went back in. No use bringing her out with 4 minutes to go. Down under 2 minutes to go. It's in the Crookston zone again. Pirates a 4-0 lead. They go back. Pirates with it in their own zone. Back, kept in, shot, knocked down by Bailey. And Ashlyn will head out. She's at the center now in that right circle, drops it back, and Tull couldn't grab it. Now it's Fort Francis again, gets the puck out. They battle pretty good, these. That was Tanquay that got the puck out of there. Now it's Crookston up, and Conley gets Coleman. Gets it out. Now it's sent in the zone by the Pirates. Nice move by Morgan Nelson, but then Redford got in her way. Morgan brings it back to the point. Over the right side, and now it's laying here at the blue line, turning around, letting a shot go was Emmy Trosted. It didn't get there, and here comes Farrington back in the Crookston zone, knocked away by Trosted. Out of the zone, this will be an offside. Well, it should have been. It was on goal. Here's the puck outside the zone again. Now they have to wait and dump it in. Clausen back. Got Ava Martin out there with Peyton Strand and Emmy Trosted. Trosted in the far corner. 10 seconds to go in the game. And Trosted out to center. And she'll send it back. And the Pirates have come up with the victory. No scoring in this third period, but your final score is the Crookston Pirates 4 and the Fort Francis Muskies nothing. So the Pirates go to 3-0 on the season, while the Muskies drop to 4-5 on the season. So the two teams out shaking hands, and Fort Francis will get ready to hit the bus and head back up to Canada. 4-0, Crookston the final. That's we'll be back with the post-game show, the coach, all coming up next on KROX.
Shopping for groceries is easier than ever with Hugo's Family Marketplace. To simplify life, Hugo's offers convenient online shopping with delivery or curbside pickup at GoHugos.com. Even better, shop on the go with the Hugo's Family Marketplace smartphone app. Download e-coupons, recipes, grocery lists, weekly ads, and place your grocery order right from your phone. Save time and save big with Hugo's Family Marketplace, your hometown grocer since 1939.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
At Crookston High School, we really have a lot going on.
There isn't that much going on.
Oh yeah? We have
softball, baseball,
track and field,
soccer, swimming,
tennis, golf, volleyball,
crap shooting,
hockey, basketball,
wrestling. So we have a lot of sports.
And there is orchestra,
band,
choir, visual arts,
speech,
theater, Leo Club. And Crookston is one of the highest academic schools in the region.
Really?
Yeah, really, especially in math and science.
I guess we do have a lot going on.
Yeah, and that's why Crookston High School is my education destination.
Welcome to Andy Oman State Farm. We're located on 423 North Broadway, next to Holiday in Crookston, Minnesota. Third generation agent with State Farm. We've got a team here with over 75 years of experience, 6 of us fully licensed, here to serve you. We know insurance is about a promise, and we're here from the beginning to throughout the whole process to deliver on that promise.
Nobody likes to wait on hold, and neither do we. Give our office a call where a cheerful voice is ready to help you right away. Call 218-281-3643.
The Crookston Eye Clinic is your hometown eye clinic. Whether you have cataracts, glaucoma, macular degeneration, or perfect vision, it is important to have your eyes evaluated to keep them healthy. The Crookston Eye Clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., but on Thursdays they open at 9:15 a.m. They also have a second location in Boston to offer you even more appointment options. If you've been wanting to try contact lenses or looking for a new pair of glasses, the doctors at Crookston Eye Clinic are available to see you. Doctors Forget Smith and Jananetta are all accepting new patients. Call 218-281-2020 for the Crookston and Boston Eye Clinic, the best care in sight.
Ever wonder what your city government does for you? They provide police and fire protection, emergency and disaster preparation, building code and zoning enforcement, street repair, cleaning and snow plowing, curbside garbage and recycling collection, plus spring and fall cleanup weeks. They deliver safe drinking water and maintain a wastewater system. They care for 22 parks and provide year-round recreation activities. They give loans for economic development and housing. They do all this and much more with the help of your city employees.
Fort Francis Muskies, nothing in high school girls hockey here at the Crookston Sports Center. Nobody scored in the first period. All the scoring was in the second period. Reese Swanson from Addie Fee, then Brecken Tull from Cassie Solheim and Taylor Field. Then Taylor Field scored a shorthanded goal, and late in the period, Brecken Tull got her second of the game from Kaylee Klassen and Addie Fee on a power play. 4-0 after 2, and nobody scored in the third period, and that's the way it ends, 4-0. In the Pirates had the one power play. They were, they were 1 for 5 on the power play, while Fort Francis was 0 for 4 on the power play. Crookston did score a shorthanded goal as well. Save department, 11 saves in the third for Madison Bliss. The Fort Francis goaltender had 42 saves in the game. Campbell Friggy, the Crookston Pirate goalie, gets her first shutout of the season with 5 saves in the first, 5 saves in the second. She had 1 save in the third for 11 total saves in the game for Friggy. Again, the Pirates, 2 goals by Tull. They got a power play and a shorthanded goal, and they get the shutout from Campbell Friggy. She wasn't all that busy, but she was there when she needed to be and had the 11 save shutout. Crookston goes to 3-0 on the season now. 4-5 is Fort Francis, the Muskies. Crookston will be on the road next week. They have 2 games in Thief River Falls. They'll play Friday after Thanksgiving at 5 o'clock. They'll play West Fargo United. They always have a tough team. That game will be at 5 o'clock at the Ralph. We'll have it about 4:30, the pregame. And then on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, they'll play Northfield at 10 o'clock, and that will be on the air there right after Coach's Corner. So that's coming up this next weekend for the Pirate Girls Hockey team. Fort Francis, I'm not sure. I don't have their schedule, and I didn't get their next games from their coach as well. But they played pretty well. Fort Francis did. I thought they played hard. They had some chances. Just didn't have enough team speed. The Pirate defensemen really cut off a lot of stuff with that speed of Bailey and Swanson and Nelson and Clausen. They pinch all the time, and if they get a mistake on doing that, then their teammate is back and breaking off things. So that speed back there does a lot for the team. Well, we don't see Emily yet, so we'll take another break and be back with the coach and wrap it up here and get to go for football after these words on KROX Radio.
For all of your automotive service needs, call Christian Brothers Ford here in Crookston. We have a service team to handle all of your vehicle's needs. Does your vehicle pull to the right or left? Call and schedule an alignment today. Proper alignment saves gas and wear on your tires. We're here to take care of your vehicle repairs and maintenance. Call Christopher or Jersey in the service department at 281-1338. Make an appointment today with the service department at Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, where we make it easy.
Crookston Valley Cooperative would like to thank area growers for their patronage this year and wish you all a safe and prosperous harvest. Since 1979, Crookston Valley Cooperative has been your full-service local agronomy dealer, delivering on the products and service that you've come to expect. For all your fall fertilizer needs, stop by or call Sean at 281-1178. Crookston Valley Cooperative, here to keep you growing.
Okay, we're back here at the Crookston Sports Center. And Crookston Pirates win 4-0 over the Fort Francis Muskies. And we have Brecken Tall with us. Brecken had 6 assists coming into the game, no goals, but you picked up 2 today. What were you looking to score? Well, you're always looking to score, but
I wasn't really looking to score. Just try to get shots on net is what we're working on, and they just happened to go in today.
yeah, we got some juicy rebounds, I guess they would call it. Tell us about your first goal.
I think, well, it just hit the pad and came like right out to my stick. I was like, oh boy, I gotta shoot this, and I didn't think it was gonna go in. I thought it was gonna hit her pad, but it went right over.
The second one?
And I think that one was exactly the same.
Yeah, it was. That was a big rebound as well. Well, you got to be in the right place at the right time, too.
Yep.
Yeah. How about this game? Score 4. You put almost 50 shots on goal.
Yeah, I think the first period was a little rough. I mean, first game at home, a little nervous, but I think after the period, we kind of talked about what we needed to do as a team, and we really just came out hard in the second and the third and just put up shots, and they went in. So
You've been flipping between lines here. How's those working out for you?
they're working out really good. I think I've clicked with both the lines I've played with, and we'll just see how it goes, but it's going really well for right now.
You like where you're playing? I mean,
I do, yeah.
Yeah. You, this is your third year.
Third year,
Third
I
year
think.
of varsity hockey. Yeah, I'm sure you're improving every year, but what do you find it's getting easier? Anything?
Probably just finding my place on the team as I get older. Comes a little easier, you get more comfortable.
What about this team?
I think we click really well as just a team on the ice and off the ice too, and they're just great girls. I love being around them.
Your parents are?
Ryan and Jennifer Tull.
Yeah. You have a sister?
Yep, Lauren.
Plays hockey?
Yep.
Yeah. What about the future? Got another year after this one, but you looking at anything particular?
No, not really.
I mean, in school?
No.
Major, nothing?
No, I'm still trying to figure that out.
Oh. Well, you got a lot of time to do that.
Yep.
Brecken, congratulations on the win and getting the 2 goals.
Thank you.
Yep. Brecken Tall, she gets to wear the hard hat. That's a new thing for the Pirates, sort of pirate of the game, and Coach Emily Meyer came up with that.
Yeah.
I think it seemed like the girls like it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it helps the girls kind of try and earn something. I mean, it's not just usually about the way that if they get points or score goals or make assists. It's mostly we're looking at the ones that works the hardest out there and plays with heart and really leaves it all out on the ice. And Brecken's one of those kids that game after game, that's what she does.
Put a lot of shots on goal. You finally got 4 all in the second period.
Yeah, and that was kind of the thing after the first is we knew that she was leaving out those big rebounds and planting ourselves in front of the net. And I think in the first period is we were getting quality shots and putting it on net. It was just making sure that we shoot with a purpose, kind of find those upper corners, or once we take a shot down low, someone's got to get in there and kind of flip it over the goalie. And I mean, that's kind of what worked for us in the second period, but we just got to do more of that.
I've seen you the rebounds and things. You look like you had more focus on that today.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that these girls really enjoy doing is getting those rebounds and being in the gritty areas. And I mean, Cassie Solheim puts it plain and simple where it's all about the finish, not about the goal. So she's been kind of instilling that in everybody else, and they're really starting to live for it.
An assist is same thing as a goal.
Exactly. I mean, a point's a point. And, you know, I think this group is really starting to figure that out. It's that chemistry. And, I mean, that's something that we've been focusing on and really working towards is just playing as one unit. And coming into the locker room, walking into the girls talking that's kind of something that they noticed too. Is that first period, we weren't really clicking. We were forcing things. We weren't anticipating. We were letting them kind of run the show, but the moment that we started working as a team and finding each other on the ice and tape-to-tape passes, that's what's really worked well.
And you I think you played a little better or more unselfishly today.
Yeah, I 100%, and that's just something that we talk about as a group a lot. I mean, that's going to be what really puts us apart between last year and this season. Is if we can play together as a unit and kind of click and flow, it's going to be a good year for us.
How about Addie Fee? What was that injury?
I mean, it was tough. Addie was kind of getting beat up out there by a lot of those kids, and it was kind of the same one. And she went into the boards pretty funny, where her back went in first, and like where she was seated. So, I mean, last year I remember she had to go to PT for lower back injury and everything. And today, Dr. Canton kind of said that it was a tailbone thing, which is super unfortunate because she's a big piece of the puzzle here for the Pirate program. So hopefully it's just something where it's bruised and she can get back out there.
The win today, 3-0, you go to Thief River on Friday and Saturday, play West Fargo United and Northfield. That should be some good competition for you.
Yeah, I mean, West Fargo is always that big physical team that we always enjoy playing from North Dakota. And, you know, that's going to be a really good one to have right after the holidays, where we get right back in it. We can play a team that's up to our speed and a little bit of physicality, and that's something that we're going to look forward to. And I think, I don't know if Northfield's really in it. On my schedule, I have Jamestown.
No, I think it's Northfield.
Is it? Okay.
I think Jamestown's out. Anyway, that's what I got from Chris McLean over there. So.
Okay. I mean, it's going to be two good games that we really want to have too, and hopefully we can come out on top.
Yeah. You played 4 lines. Did everybody play that dress then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, and that was kind of the goal today. Is we really want to get some of those ones that are on the 3rd and 4th line a little bit more ice time, because that's what I got to focus on within the next couple of years and getting them some varsity minutes. And I mean, they really held their own. They went out flying, they did their jobs, they played their roles, and I think it was really good to see them out there.
Coach, congratulations. You're 3-0. That's pretty good. You should have a good Thanksgiving, and then a couple games we'll see in Thief River Falls next week.
Thank you, Frank.
Yep. Emily Meyer, the head coach of the Crookston Pirates, and she has her girls hockey team out to 3-0. So Pirates 4-0 on the victory. They ended up out shooting, what did I say, 46-11 in the game. So that pretty much tells you the story that Madison Bliss played well in goal for the Fort Francis Muskies. Well, that's it for Chris. For Bo Melby running the show here technically, and Chris Fee, who's been taking pictures and the like here, and that'll all be, hopefully our website's getting close to being, it's up full strength now? Oh, stories and pictures will be up on our website. It's getting back close to being fixed up. So that's it from the Crookston Sports Center. Again, our final score, it was the Crookston Pirates 4, Fort Francis, Ontario, the Muskies 0. Have a good rest of the afternoon.